Initiative Cooperative Game-Based Learning (CGBL). So the background of this CGBL is that we combine a few concepts. I believe that some of you already know about cooperative learning. We combine with game-based learning, and also on top of that, we combine with gamification as well. And how it works? Basically, we have 14 weeks semester, and then currently we changed to 12 weeks semester. But in my class, in the beginning of the semester, I will group the students based on certain criteria. For instance, gender, races, nationality, personality tests based on dope personality tests, and some others. By using the same group throughout the semester, there will be a lot of activities since the beginning of the semester, week 1 until week 12 or week 14. And the concept of gamification applies whenever there are activities in the classroom, they will be receiving points. And whenever there are something, for instance, they do something bad, for instance, did not come to the class or wear slippers or did not follow the rules or even did not perform well during the class activities, then the marks will be deducted as well. So we incorporate the gamification together with all of these cooperative and also game-based learning. So the project rationale, when I was assigned to teach this subject back in 2015, what I found out that the current final year students in petroleum engineering, we have a combination of petroleum aspect and also geoscience aspect or geology. So the students, mostly they are more interested in terms of reservoir drilling or production in terms of petroleum engineering. But the aspect of geoscience in petroleum engineering, they tend to have lack of interest. And this is proven by one of the surveys that I conducted. This is a survey. I'm sorry if you cannot see it, but the respondents from this final year students shows that they did not feel motivated or excited when they studied geoscience in the first year. This is from final year students. And also, they wish that there are more improvement conducted in geoscience subjects to spark their interest. So this is from the survey that I conducted back in 2015. And also, the second motivation is that from one semester in 2015, I found out that the same students taking a few subjects, but this subject, they have more absentees compared to other subjects. So this shows that they don't have interest to learn geoscience basically when they are in the first year. So that is where I implemented cooperative game-based learning with gamification. So the project background basically, main thing is I would like to spark the interest or the motivation first. Because for me, when they have the motivation, they will try as much as possible to understand the content and improve their performance along the way. So how to increase their motivation in the class? That is where I implement a lot of games and also gamifications. So these are the similar thing as the background just now. So this project is guided by theory, two learning theories that I use social constructivism by Vygotsky 1978 and also flow theory, which focus on games. And also the project implementation, which is the game-based, the cooperative learning, is based on the Felder, regular self-assessment, interpersonal skill, and these 5 pillars of cooperative learning. So this is the CGBI framework that I developed and also currently being reviewed under one of the journals. So I combine a few items. For instance, the left one is the action research item. And then the main part there is the innovation, which is the CGBL. And the below part is the quasi-experimental design. So I combine all together in one framework. So the project details, you can see that this is the CLO for the subject. And it is for first year, so mostly they are focusing on low-level cognitive. But at the end, the CLO number 4 is quite high level. So this is actually the CLO that I would like to ensure the students understand very well because it is high level. So these are the CLOs, and these are the project timeline, whereby each week there will be different games. For instance, week 1 until 3 will focus on CLO number 1. So there are 3 games or 4 games. CLO number 2 will be done during the week 4 until week 6. There are another games. Week 7 until week 9, there are another 3 games. And final week, week 10 until week 12, we'll address CLO number 4, and there are 3 other games. So each week there will be different games. So it will start with the ice breaking and also team formation based on the criteria that I mentioned just now. So these are some of the example of the students' work. So these are the logo that they come up during the first class. And during this time, they will be evaluated by their peers, and they will get the point, the initial points directly from this activity. So they have to present in the class. So this is where they can improve their communication and also presentation skills as well. And then these are the cooperative learning pillars. In this project, I address all 5. For instance, positive interdependence. I use leaderboard. This is one of the gamification elements. This is shown in the beginning of the class or at the end of the class, so that the students can know. For instance, group number 1, this is the group and the team members. Where is their standing? How many points they have, and how to improve during the class activities later on. So this is shown so that they know where are their standing and how they can improve further. In the individual accountability, they should know that when they participate or when they have activities, each of them contribute to the group marks. So if they don't attend the class, also it will be affecting the group marks. So I would like to encourage the students to text their friends before the class so that they will come and also will get points for that. Next is face-to-face interaction. I encourage a lot of group activities so that they will have meaningful interaction with the peers. And then interpersonal skill, I give assignments or presentation. These are some of the projects that I give, whereby the students need to come up with board games or some other assignments so that they will do this group work in their group, and also will polish their communication skill and teamwork skill as well. And there will be regular self-assessment a few times, not only once per semester, probably 3 or 4 times, depending on the time or the activities that we give to the students. And these are example of the rewards or stickers. This is one of the gamification elements as well, stickers or reward. This is a test paper basically. So these students, she scored number 1 for quiz number 1 and second highest for quiz number 2. So I give her stickers. And these are the stickers for normal class activities. So I asked the student to paste the stickers on the front page of the test paper, so that this one will be collected and also added into their group marks or individual marks at the end of the semesters. So these are some of the rewards for the best winning groups. Okay, so I just go through the modules for each week. Module 1 for first week, crossword puzzle. So these are the puzzle. Second week, we do Kahoot, normal Kahoot, like everybody use it. Module 3, we use Jeopardy game. This is online, so creative. And then module 4, the square challenge. This is I developed it myself. And then module 5, flip quiz. This is also online, same like Jeopardy. Plickers. This is new application, but I believe some of you have used it as well. Geology bingo. And then number 8 is the oil investment game that they have to trade the oil price. They need to trade and also make sure that their team wins the most at the end of the game. This is I developed it also. Geology headbands. This one based on the headbands game. And then geology headbands, the similar thing. Save the Egg. This is where the students will be asked a lot of questions, and we collect a lot of materials based on the questions. They can buy the materials and as well. At the end of the day, they need to develop a replica or a model that save the egg from the 3rd or 4th floor. So they will drop their model from the top floor. And then this is geology deal challenge. We're using dart and also Nerf gun during the game. And lastly, this is to address the last 3 games basically will address what we call it CLO number 4, and this is the geology hunt. So all of these initiatives or projects, basically we try also to implement it for future planning for um, mobile apps. I can show you the mobile apps development. So this is currently ongoing, the mobile apps development based on all of these activities. So this is currently ongoing. And also we would like to patent and also apply for copyright as well. So I believe that will be all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lukman, for the presentation. Now, I would like to know, out of all these extensive games that you make, how does the student achieve their CLO attainment?
So this is the part that I did not manage to cover. There are more down there. So weekly there will be a lot of assessment by using QR code and so on to address the CLO. But of course, like I mentioned in the framework just now, I use pre-test and post-test to see whether the students basically understand each CLO and each chapter that they learn. So I can show you the result of it further down. The performance of the students. So from here we can see that there is a significant improvement for each semester. For instance, January 17, January 18, the number of students getting A, pre-test and post-test increase from pre-test to post-test. And on top of it, I also compare between groups that did not have CGBL and groups with CGBL. So the improvement is higher. So based on statistical result, we can see further. Next slide. Next slide. So the first one is the CGBL, second one non-CGBL. So it is significant statistically. Sometimes I give students assessment like objective questions, sometimes open-ended questions, and sometimes structured questions. So it based on those three types of questions for the pre-test and post-test. Right. So how it works basically, some of the topics are given pre-hand, meaning that before class, and some of the assessment are given during that time as well, using our ULearn and also Microsoft Word, Microsoft Forms, and so on. So that we can get the pre-test. And in the class, I will recap on whatever that they have learned, or sometimes I give videos for them to watch, and I will recap on the content and also teach them the same extra knowledge on that. And then we will do the games. Like if it's 2 hours, the games will be 1 hour. Maximum is 1 hour only. And then to ensure that the students understand, we ask them to write reflections and also answer surveys. And also we also ensure that the students are doing peer assessment to see that whether their teammates are basically know whatever learning outcomes that they get for that particular class.
Thank you very much. Very, very interesting. Do the students get a chance to develop the games?
Yes. some semesters I ask the students different semester different assignment. So one of the semesters I ask them to develop the board games themselves, and I ask them to incorporate the technical content. Like for instance, this is like the normal Monopoly, but I ask them to ensure that there will be questions from the chapters that we taught, and then there will be rubric to assess their board games. So there are semesters that they did this assignment. Some semesters I asked them to develop website, and so on.
Okay, I know with all these games, you will make the students, love to go to your class. But how do you make them love geoscience?
Okay. I believe that it is shown from the surveys that I conducted from at the end of the semesters, and also some interviews. So I asked them their initial what we call it perception about the subjects, and at the end of the semester how they love it. And also I have another study whereby in second year I try to find the students back and ask them the same questions to see whether there is a retention of knowledge. And from that result, it shows that the students still can answer and still can understand whatever that they learn in first year. So some of them, some of the interest is displayed by the survey results that I collected. Yeah, yeah.
So the font size is also out for some of the slides.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you very much.